comparison. I love that. And the big question and my problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in game one. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
Bird finds McHale. Another shot. Rebound by the Bulls. And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Mark, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Michael Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on.
That's going to be the thing to watch. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Here's Bird. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent. Actually, too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, McHale, Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all three will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
And the Bulls, another three.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving the Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
Pass to McHale. To the paint, and stolen by Jordan. Kicks it to Gervin. Back to Jordan. Three-pointer on the way. Another three for Chicago.
They are really shooting the heck out of the ball. Fantastic start from three.
When you knock down threes early, it stretches the floor, opens everything up.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And they took that just to stop the bleeding. Giving up way too many threes, and they'll try to make an adjustment.
Austin making some changes. Walton's checked in for Parrish. And it's Hastings in for Dennis Johnson. Chicago also making some changes. Banks checked in for Gervin. And it's Paxson in for Mason. Here's Bird. They can't stop the run with that one.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
Chicago leading by 15. From deep, Jordan. Still hot from his last game. Michael Jordan's momentum carrying over into this one.
Nice work, and they are getting it done at both ends.
And building on this lead. They're playing a pretty complete game.
Here is Hastings. Here's Ainge. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
What confidence off the catch. I like whenever Ainge goes right up with it.
And here's Jordan outside. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
Their scoring has been a problem. Been tough to handle.
And it's enabled them to establish a substantial lead in the early going.
Hastings passes to Bird. And that one is good.
The bread and butter of Bird. Mid-range jumpers are layups for him.
continuing to build an impressive lead.
Keeping things simple, executing their game plan to perfection. Love to see it.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in game one. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
And here's Bird, following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Clock is at 3. Here's Seasting, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here is Jordan. Fires from deep. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Right at the buzzer, they're finishing the quarter with a big three-point bomb.
Certainly got his team riled up. They loved watching that one fall.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Bulls opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round one matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. The Bulls leading by 23.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up-and-down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
He's letting it fly from downtown, and you can see the confidence is obvious when he shoots the three ball, and that's part of what makes him such an outstanding shooter.
Yeah, no question. And I don't understand why the defense hasn't adjusted and tried to chase him off the line.
Ainge is out there with Johnson. Then it's Parrish. Then there's Bird. And it's McHale in at the four-man position. That's the Boston Five. The shot's good from Jordan. And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. Here's Ainge. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Great job by Parrish getting aggressive against the contact. He earns the N1 call.
And the Bulls making a change here. Green's checked in. And the Bulls with possession. Passes it to Green. It's stolen by McHale.
You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here during the regular season. A dominating home court advantage for the Celtics this year.
Johnson outside. Now the pass to Bird. McHale up top. Just 4 to shoot. 18 feet out. Offensive rebound. Parrish. And that one's drained from the low block. Parrish has got 7 points in the game.
The long arms of Parrish, using that incredible length to do damage on the offensive glass.
Jordan with the bucket. And Mike, the Celtics, as you said, so dominant at home.
And that home record has everyone in the East nervous about playing them. The Celtics can make the most out of a home court advantage. Hard to see anybody taking many games here.
Tries again. Goes up again. Rebounded by Corzine. Bulls leading by 23. Pass to Jordan. Michael Jordan is now over the 40-point mark. Again, Mike Fratello in this series.
You look at the Boston defenders, they are at a loss for what to do about Jordan. He's adjusted to their adjustments.
Yes, well said. Ainge, the pass to Bird. He dishes it to Parrish. Ainge against Paxson. Launches it. The shot by Ainge, no good.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings. But Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
And only one of those meetings between Boston and Chicago, Clark, featured the Bulls at full strength.
You know, Jordan only played the Celtics once in the regular season, Kevin. It was his 4th game back from injury. We're seeing how different those matchups could have gone had he been healthy.
That's a solid observation. Now, here's Parrish. He's got 7. Green with the rebound. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Mike looking at the two stars for the team. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to. Like the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael Jordan.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight. Relentless on the boards. McHale will outwork any opponent. You have to try to match his level of energy.
Now Ainge. Following the three-point attempt by Michael Jordan, Ainge kicks to Bird. Over Corzine. Here's Parrish, and it's Parrish finishing it off.
Inexcusable letting Parrish get this kind of positioning if you're the defense. You deserve to get dunked on.
Jordan wide open. Rebound Boston. Parrish has got his 6th rebound on the night. And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
3 future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. And the shot goes in.
Well, you pay so much attention to Bird, that opens things up for others.
And here's Jordan outside. Jordan had 49 in game 1 and creeping up on that here.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
And now let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing with San Antonio most of his career. The 7th all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, D.A. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Well said. You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. Wow. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And once Jordan gets rolling, you're done. Because he's relentless in how he continues to attack.
To the inside, Bird. And it's Bird with the jam.
Impressive anticipation on the lead pass, putting it right on the money for his teammate.
And 3 from Jordan. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Third quarter set to begin as the lights of Back Bay brighten up the sky in Massachusetts. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And now, let's go to D.A.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants. And he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. And he's back on the floor. Guys,
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
Second half underway, and here's who Alexi Morris has got on the floor. Charles Oakley out there with Gervin. Then it's Macy. Then it's Corzine. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. And the Celtics Core Club won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for this Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree. Here's Johnson. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Bird to stop the run. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Bird's got 8 points.
This is how automatic Bird is. All he needs is the ball, and instantly that shot is gone.
Macy passes to Gervin. Left side, Jordan. Jordan has tied the record at 61. One more basket, he'll stand alone. And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure. What a game from Jordan, Mike. He continues to add to his new record with every score.
I've never seen anything like this. This is as perfect a dominating performance as I've ever seen.
Perfect is a great word to use.
An outstanding find by Johnson. Very comfortable at the 1 or the 2 spot.
Oakley passes to Macy. Here's Jordan. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Paxson, he's checked in for Macy.
For the Bulls, John Paxson.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside, McHale. Ainge with the ball. Passes it to Bird. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Like the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right. Here's Ainge, a second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Michael Jordan.
Well, you got to love the raw tenacity Danny Ainge brings to this game. I mean, this guy works so hard to make an impact and just refuses to let other players push him around. He's a great competitor.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Walton's checked in for McHale. Wedman comes in for Larry Bird. And it's Easting in for Dennis Johnson. Chicago also making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Corzine. And Banks is subbed in for Gervin. Ainge against Jordan. And there's the pass to Parrish. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Right side, Jordan. Pass to Oakley. The 19-foot shot. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic I know impresses you so much. Here is Easting. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 3. Looking to get back on track here. Walton dishes to Ainge. Poked loose. And Walton kicks to Ainge. Pass to Wedman. Out to the right wing. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Ainge. Boston again missing. Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan. Mike, in the final 5 games of the season, an unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach, but I know you appreciate that game so much. Now, here is Ainge. To the wing right side. Wedman the pass to Parrish. And it's good, 2 points. Parrish has got 11 points.
And this demonstrates how poised Parrish is. Excellent at staying in control and being guarded closely.
And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
I bet Bird is impressed too.
Oakley, the and one chance on the way. Went up strong and didn't even think about backing up.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here is Seasting. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Back to the action in just a minute. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
Wedman is out there with Walton. Then there's Seasting. Then it's Vincent. That's the Boston 5. Here's Vincent. From the baseline. Banks with a rebound. And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some gains towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
So it's Boston now. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Vincent the pass to Walton. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. He takes it in. Knocked loose. Shot clock at 2. Vincent misses.
He's able to get it in close, but what a reaction by the defense. Getting there to shut him down.
And you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break.
No coverage that time.
Kyle Macy.
Macy's got 5 points now this quarter.
What confidence from the skilled guard. Macy feels like he could score at any time.
Passes it to Vincent. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And it's Walton missing. Mike Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet. Always doing the little thing.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. He can spark the team with a few hustle plays, three-pointers. A great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Stars.
Terrific fit. Here's Wedman. There's the drive. And no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. From deep, Jordan. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Vincent. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Great D that time from Green. Jordan outside. Off target from outside. And it's the Celtics with the ball. The pass to Vincent. Here's Wedman, guarded by Green. Here's Kite. He gets it in there.
Good recognition. You have the mismatch, go to work.
Jordan outside. Washington kicks to Jordan. And they'll get another chance. Washington finds Jordan. The 19-footer is on the money.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Out to the wing. Redmond the pass to Walton. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
That is one of the many things you get from Walton. He's a relentless rebounder.
Michael Jordan on the wing. Here's Washington, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The first one falls. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Boston. Bird comes in for Vincent. Washington hits them both. Here is Seasting.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Bird outside. Pass to Seasting. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And McHale gets double teamed. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 6. Here's Wedman. That three off the mark. Enzo Jordan will bring it out for the Bulls. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here is Seasting, guarded by Jordan. McHale passes to Bird. Here's Wedman. Here's Walton. And that's collected by Mason. Chicago with the ball. Jordan outside. Here's Washington. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Washington's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Here is Seasting. At the elbow, it's Bird. Chalk up 2 there.
And when you're guarding him, you've got to fight over the top.
Lock and trail around the screen and deny the perimeter shot.
And here's Jordan outside. Connects from 3-point range.
3 points.
That should put a stamp on this one.
Great way to close out a victory.
Here is Seasting. Pass to Bird. Puts the fade away right on the money.
They're really making a go of it, but perhaps too little, too late.
But you respect them for playing out the string.
Here's Jordan. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
The jump shot of Jordan is poetry in motion. It's fun watching him take and make J's.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Seasting passes to Bird. Over Green. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Jordan way outside. And it's off from 3-point range. And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1, in the next 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets